today we're joined by a very special guest. Today's a very special guest who's going to be hitting a topic that I'm going to say we haven't hit this topic in at least a couple of years. Just with the pandemic and all, we've been really super focused on apps. And, this right here, this topic, the reason why it's such a powerful topic for me is because I happen to be a viewer of the tube. I am hereby 100% for the most part, maybe 99.8, a viewer of the tube. What is that? Well, when I moved down here to Mexico 4 years ago, many of you know I cut the cord. I got rid of DirecTV. Couldn't believe the price of DirecTV. I started just basically binging on YouTube, not Netflix. I'm not watching stuff that's pointless. I'm watching educational content, educational material. I'm learning more about cryptos. I'm learning about sound money. I'm learning about the equities and what's going on in the stock market. I'm learning meditation tactics and new chants and things like that I can lean into. That's where I get all my entertainment. So unless you've been living under a rock, you know that YouTube is absolutely huge. It's leveled the playing field and allowed pretty much anyone who wants to have their own media channel to have just that, their own media channel. And that's why there's an explosion in influencer market, an explosion in TikTokers, an explosion in influencers that come across all platforms. Well, tonight, I'm joined by an expert who is the master at building YouTube channels for businesses and industry leaders. He's done it for many friends that I know. He's widely known for his high energy, his live streams. Like me, he can probably match my energy. He's got action-packed YouTube videos. You're gonna find out how to follow him today, and you're gonna learn why you wanna follow him today. He's a well-known personality and event MC at conferences such as Vid Summit LA. You guys might have heard that. Video Marketing World out in Texas, The Power of Video in Ireland. These are some of the events that he's spoken at. Owen is a cancer survivor and lives every day at full power in San Diego, California with his wife and 4 children, the Chitlins. Meet my man, YouTube expert, Mr. Owen Video. Owen Video right there he is. And what he's gonna teach you tonight, you're gonna learn why videos don't get views. You're gonna learn how to get found when they aren't looking for you. Who wants to know that? You're going to learn the easiest ways to monetize what is all YouTube. No longer does YouTube have to be a mystery to you because I'm joined by a guest who's an absolute expert. And sir, Owen Video, say hi to the Go Mobile community, my man.
First of all, I have to say, Damien, that I'm glad to see that you wear the shirts of respectable bands. I just want to put that out there, right? I'm going to tell you this, like at my core, I'm a hip hop person at my core. And so like when it comes to rock bands, I'm really specific, but Chili Peppers is like absolute top of the list. I binge them all the time on Amazon Music, and so I love to see that we're kindred spirits there. Good to see everybody out here today. Carl, Christopher, David, Greg. I see you guys live on the camera. Joe is out there, and Steve. I see you guys are live. For those of you guys with the cameras off, I want you to know I see you. I'm glad you're here, and I hope that you'll tune in and engage with us today because it is Friday night, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know about you, but I have got 4 beautiful kids upstairs and a bodacious wife that want to hang out and we want to like enjoy our life. In fact, interesting point of fact, I just got back from a 10-day fast. I went on a 10-day fasting clinic and I'm into this like, anti-cancer longevity type stuff. And so we want to hang out, but being here with you all is a priority for me. It's important for me that business owners and entrepreneurs like you understand how to do what I'm going to kind of go through today. And so, I'd love to engage with you as much as you're willing to engage with me. I'd like to make this as much of a conversation as we can, because just like, in fighting sort of a war, you want to have some rules of engagement. Back in the day, it's like you wouldn't shoot the generals because you didn't want to have leaderless armies running around and leading into savagery. The whole idea is to make it as neat as possible. And, you know, when we've got all these business owners out there making all these crazy videos, you know, going live 45 times a week, it's just madness. And nobody's really getting a result. It pollutes the web with bad video. It gives consumers a bad name for video. Like, these business owners, they make these crappy videos. Boring, long-winded, you know, self-indulgent. So it's of my interest to you to turn you into generals, so that while we're out there making videos and kind of like pursuing business, we're doing so in a way that's uplifting and as little chaos as possible. I'm not here today to really take control over anything. Like I'd really love to know like what you guys want to learn, and so I don't want to step on that. I like you guys are live here with me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have questions. Like I'd love to approach some of those questions maybe more head on too. You know,
you're going to find that you might get interrupted, like I'm interrupting you now, right? I mean, that's the thing. We make this an informal environment right here. So like David Huff may say, hey, I got a question for you, Owen, real quick. So yeah, we definitely love to engage on these sessions, man. So pull us all in, dude. We're here.
Let's talk about how you guys are using YouTube right now. How are you using YouTube right now today? Well, how many of you, like in the chat area, like how many of you are? Put yes in the comment section if you're actively using YouTube today, and tell me how you're using it. You know, are you live streaming? Are you making videos for clients? You know, I know that we used to do that back in the day. In fact, if you want to see some funny stuff, go to YouTube and search for Junk Valet. I think Junk Valet Carlsbad. You'll see me as the spokesperson. I used to sell SEO and stuff. You know, you'd see me as the spokesperson for my clients, and these junk. And I said, hi, I'm Sergio with the Junk Channel, and you should come to Junk Valet. And I've got all that stuff set up. So, Christine's got a great question. I'll get to that in a second. Alberto Roca is saying, yes, I'm using Shorts. Okay, tell me about that. How are you guys familiar with YouTube Shorts and like the whole TikTok revolution? You know, if you guys want to go on your TikTok right now, in fact, why don't you guys go to like Instagram right now and find Owen Video and follow me on Instagram. That'd be a great place for us to kind of like stay in touch, and I can send you links and we can be in touch there. I also have my own TikTok channel. I have quarter million followers on TikTok. And you know what we do there? We do sketch comedy there. You know, so it's kind of different, right? It's different than business services. And I tell you that I'm saying that to brag? Well, kind of. Yeah. Yes, at the end of the day. I want you guys to know that I'm good at this stuff. You know, and like whether I'm teaching YouTube or I'm actually doing what I teach, I live in this space. Most of the people that I work with are business owners of multi-million-dollar companies. They're already successful, and they want to launch. They want to expand. They want to grow. And YouTube is the next platform, because here's the thing, guys. YouTube, I want everyone to write this down. YouTube is more like Netflix than it is social media. YouTube is more like Netflix than it is like social media. And so many social media marketers, digital marketers, they kind of take this and they don't know this, right? What they do is they clump YouTube into social media. But think about something like social media is all about doing what? Being social, right? News feeds, comments, chats, groups, direct messages. Facebook has none of, YouTube has like none of these things. At best, you can leave a comment. You know, and then on a live stream, you can chat during the live stream. But you can't, there's no profile to post on. There's no communities to go engage in, right? The YouTube user is not going to be social. They're going for one reason. What is that reason? What is the one reason anyone goes to YouTube for?
Entertainment.
Yes, that's right.
That's what I do. Education.
Starts with a V.
Videos.
Videos. That's it. There's no surveys. There's no GIFs. There's no long, winded what I did today. There's no pictures of food. There is one reason and one reason alone. I'm going to go watch videos, right? And those might be entertaining videos. I mean, if you ask me, they're always watching to be entertained. But that doesn't mean that we can't edutain, right? Like as business owners, whether you're making a channel for yourself, and this is what I want to get to for so many of you guys, is like, are you going to build a channel for yourself to generate business so people go, oh, Carl Washington is a business expert. I'm going to call him. Is that why you're doing a channel? Or are you going to show your clients how to set up channels and maybe even help them manage and produce channels? And let me tell you, there is gold in them thar hills. In fact, that's how I started my career. I started my career as a videographer, and I would wear a fishing vest whenever I'd go out into the business world, and I would knock on doors and I would say, hey, I'll make a video for you right now today for $20. Oh, and I'm not dressed. I'm not ready. Can you come back tomorrow? Yes, I'll come back tomorrow for $100, but it's $20 right now. And guess what? They found the will to do it. I did 17 videos a day knocking on doors that way, And then the next question was, can you do another video for me? Can you do a Facebook page for me? Can you set up my channel for me? And so I started to set up channels and get people moving on their own. And there was so much business in that. And it's a different skill set, right? One, you're actually a content creator making videos for yourself. On the other side of that, you're a producer helping others make video content. And so I want you to really think about how you want to use YouTube and share it with me in the comment area. And of course, if you have questions about what that might look like, please ask that as well. So we've got some comments here I'd like to kind of look at as we sort of dive in today. Carl Washington is not yet, but I want to. Not actively using it. I use Zoom and make personal videos for clients. Hallelujah. I absolutely love it. Look, you guys can use Zoom right now. Look at the cool stuff I'm doing with Zoom. I can even make like cool graphics and things like this pop up. As Zoom is all you need to make great videos. Absolutely. I'd love to know what you guys do. Like what are some of the, Damien, can you share with me like some of what do some of you guys do in here? Who do you serve?
Yeah, so our agency owners are calling on your typical local business, right? In a lot of cases, your restaurants, your golf courses, your dentists, chiropractors, and we sell mobile applications. So digital media, mobile, and very engaging because of push notifications. We have a lot of SEO guys and gals in our crew. We also have folks that sell social media strategy sessions.
Yeah, really good.
So those are some of your digital marketing services for businesses.
Really good, guys. I mean, all of those are legs of a table that could go on a YouTube channel. How to build your own mobile app, how to start your own mobile app, how to create an awesome mobile app for your business. These are all videos you could be making, and then you could go even further. It's like how to make a mobile app for a restaurant. How to make mobile apps for a fast food restaurant, how to make mobile apps for a wings and things restaurant. You can get really specific so that whenever you come across a client that you want to target, you've got a video that lives somewhere that you can send to people. And this is a phenomenal way for you to use your YouTube channel. Knowing that here's this like reality of YouTube right here. As a business to business creator, most of what you do will not go viral. But that's completely okay. I'm going to show you some case studies today of clients that I have who have made over $90,000 in customer acquisition from YouTube in less than 90 days. And I'm going to show you multiple examples. This is not like, I once had this client that did this thing. This is what we shoot for in our program. 90,000, 90 days. And that's through client acquisition. That's through making videos that clients see and they decide to do business with you. And there's two ways that happens. Number one is the client searches for you. Okay, write that down. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So and here's the thing though, it's like Who goes to YouTube to search for something? Someone who wants to watch a video solution. Now, conversely, YouTube videos show up in a Google search as well, and even DuckDuckGo, right? So searching is one thing. They find you that way, and they're looking for how to build a mobile app for a restaurant, you know? And they find not one of your videos, but they see that you have a couple videos on that topic, okay? And that's key. We're going to talk about that in a second, about like creating in clumps, you know what I mean? Creating in families of videos. It's never this one video. It's always 3 that you're going to create at one time. We call this the silo strategy. Okay, so that's one way people are going to find you. The other way people are going to find you is by you sending them the video. And I feel like this really has to be said, and I did this like a boss, guys, and that's why I am a boss in this industry. That's why when I go to the YouTube conferences, I by no means have the biggest channel or the most popularity, but I have the respect of every single speaker on that stage and the respect of every single YouTuber on that stage. And I have consulted many of them on their monetization and how to turn YouTube into money. Because at the end of the day, if you're not generating revenue, you can't continue to do this. And that's like the cold, hard reality of content and really business in general, right? If your business doesn't stay afloat, you know? So my point is this, is that you're not going to stop prospecting. You're not going to put up videos and be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be a hit now. Like eventually all I need's a video to pop, you know? Because in reality, what's going to happen is you're going to go to chamber meetings. You're going to go to BNI meetings. You're going to go to local event marketing, and you're going to talk to people and you're saying, oh my gosh, I just did a video on that topic. Let me send it to you. What's your card? Let me get your card. You know, I used to sit in the parking lot after my chamber meetings. I used to do a lot of like local chamber marketing type stuff. I would sit in my car after the meeting and email every single person the video that I told them I was going to send them. You know, and then what I would do is I would look at, okay, what videos should I make moving forward that would be good to send out at these videos? So, you know, in the very beginning, I told you guys I was knocking on doors and I was, you know, just kind of getting in on one video and then I'd upsell them later. Right. The $20 video is a loss leader to get into much bigger things. And it worked like a charm. We did 6 figures my first year in business, knocking on doors, by the way. That was not internet marketing. That was like straight up like knocking on doors and saying like, I'm here to do a video with you right now today. But I created this product called the video email autoresponder. And what it was, like somebody opts into your free offer, and then you get 16 automated emails, 1 a week for 16 weeks, right? And it's like this nurture campaign. You guys know what these are, funnels and email nurture campaigns. And so I'm like, well, you know, I've already got the emails written. I could just sell those as a template, but I could sell 16 videos in that, right? So what I did was I went home and I made a video called, you know, video, like how to make a video email autoresponder. And in that video, I explained the product that I just invented the night before, right? Now, when I'm going out to chamber meetings, I'm sending, I just did a video on online marketing. I'd love to send it to you, right? I'm talking to one person. Another person, I'm like, I just did a video on email marketing. I'd love to send it to you. Talking to another person, I'm like, I just did a video on this new strategy that we've got out. I'd love to send it to you, right? 3 different sort of reasons why I want to send them that video, but every single one of them got that video and saw that offer. And to this day, that video is one of the very first videos I ever had on my channel. It's probably got around 600 views, but it's easily generated for me over $100,000. And this is what we talk about when we talk about monetization. When we talk about money videos, right? As you're creating your YouTube video, as you're creating your YouTube channel, I want you to be digging for the money videos. Okay, I want you to write that down. Find the money videos. Now, this is a discovery process. You know how you get there? I said dig for the money videos. You know what that means? It means making a whole bunch of videos until you find the one that sticks, until you find the one that generates a phone call. And the sooner that you can get there, the better. Now, we teach a process. We teach a 5-part process for writing great videos. And I'll give it to you right now. Tons of this on my YouTube channel, so check it out. G.R.E.A.T, okay? Make a great video. Grab attention, relate to the problem, explain the solution, provide actual proof, and then tell them what to do next. You follow that 5-part process, and you do it over and over and over again. We often talk about like 1 video a week. Maybe. That's cool. But what if you like just booked a Saturday morning and you just shot like 10 videos that day? We call that batch production, right? I like 1 video a week. What if you did like, okay, what if you did like 10 videos up front? You spend all month kind of prepping them. And then one day I'm going to shoot 10 videos. And then after that, you do 1 video a week. That's cool. That works. You know, there's lots of different ways that you can execute a content strategy. You could even go, what if I'm just going to go live once a week? That works. That works too. Although live's a tricky beast, right? Because like now you gotta fill 30-minute, 60-minute time spot, whereas a YouTube video is 5 to 7 minutes. But all of these are viable content strategies, right? What do you film with? Your mobile phone, your GoPro. Do I need to get a DSLR? Do I need to get a webcam? Yeah, all of the above. They're fine. You pick one. Look, at the end of the day, check it out, guys. I'm a restaurant owner. Okay, I inherited my dad's restaurant, and we've got 2 locations out in Cincinnati, Ohio, fledgling. Like COVID almost killed us. I don't know a damn thing about internet marketing, but I do know that if people are searching for Italian food, they're going to love my restaurants. So I'm going to YouTube to figure out how to market my restaurant. And I find your video. And it's how to get more Italian restaurant customers without spending thousands of dollars. That's the title of the video. And I'm like, that's perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And I press play on that video. And I go, are you shooting with a mobile phone? Screw this guy. Is he recording a Zoom call? Screw that guy. Doesn't it sound ridiculous? Look, if my bathroom sink is flooding, it's squirting out water everywhere, I'm going to YouTube and I'm like, how to turn off the water on your sink. And I don't care if it's a vertical video. I don't care if it's a mobile phone video. I don't care if it's shot with your webcam. Solve my problem quickly. And that's why you need to be free from this standard of, I need to have a DSLR. I need to have a really nice lens. I need to have a really good microphone. Or, oh, and I want to have a green wall like you. I want to have all these. Great. Like, do that. Do that after you start making videos.
Yeah, you can start with just a white wall like this.
I love it. Right? The golden feathers behind you. It's perfect.
I just put it in here before because it's my wife's studio, so it's always set up in a different way. I'm like, ooh, plant, boom, done. Hey, real quick, and I don't mean to interrupt here, but I think it's good because I know other people are probably thinking this too. Repeat the meaning of the acronym GREAT.
GREAT. G.R.E.A.T. Grab attention. How are you going to get the audience to stop scrolling and listen to what you have to say? Knowing the point of grabbing attention is not to keep their attention. It's to keep it for 1 more minute. Right? It's like video is a constant negotiation. Right? Remember how the old typewriters, like you're typing, and while you're typing, that thing is kind of like moving to the end, and you have to like zip it right back in, you zing, you guys know what I'm talking. Video's the same way, right? Like your person's watching, and they're slowly turning away to do other things. And you've got to have the verbiage and the charisma to bring them back when their eyeballs are starting to wander. And you do that with words like, look at this. Or, for example, And when you guys get it when you use words like this, or you say, take a look at this. And you're visually cueing to the audience that something's exciting. You don't miss this, right? And mastering these little phrases, and truth be told, guys, it's a lot like just talking to someone in person. You know that if your story wanders on, you know people are going to start looking around. And when you're talking to a lady and she's kind of like looking around, like you've lost that lady's attention. You know what I mean? So you want to keep their attention. That's G, or grab their attention with G. Then there's R. R is relate to the viewer. Now, relate to the viewer. It's like, introduce yourself. I don't need to hear your accolades of where you went to college. Please, God, no. Hey, my name is David Huff, and I'm a graduate of the Tennessee, and I'm a triple A, double A, or the fourth thing, and a leader of the Rotary Club. Nobody cares. Can you help me fix my sink? Hey, I'm David Huff, the expert plumber, and let me show you how to turn off your kitchen sink, right? Relate to the viewer. Say things like, if you're anything like me, then you're, right? Hey, if you're anything like me, then you have exploded your bathroom sink and you got water everywhere and you need to turn it off immediately. But then you need to do a couple things after that. And I'm going to show you what they are today. First thing, go to the bottom of your sink. You relate to the viewer. Now, let's move away from the bathroom sink scenario, because most of you guys are not going to be in emergency situations. Most of you, someone's looking up like how to get more leads, how to gain more exposure, right? How to find a marketing company. You're going to be looking for terms like this. So you could say, hey, if you've got a small business, then you probably want to generate leads, but you also are tired of marketing companies and you're tired of like shady internet marketing type stuff. You know, you say, hey, if you can relate to that, give me a thumbs up, because I know I've been in the business myself. You're relating to them. You show them you know them by talking about their problems. Okay. E is explain your solution. Every video needs to have like 3 to 5 bullet points, right? So you've got like one major objective. I'm gonna teach them like how lead gen works. You need to do that in 3 to 5 bullet points, 3 to 5 steps. Now, each of those steps about a minute. That's a 5-minute, 6-minute video. See that works out? You still got an intro and an outro. So that's like about a 7-minute video. And that's it. It's a good time frame. It's 5 to 7 minutes. Right? You move on to 15 minutes and whatnot, longer videos when you have proved that you can keep their attention. This is a statistic that YouTube gives you, by the way. This is not something you get on Facebook, because YouTube is not like Facebook. It's like Netflix. And Netflix doesn't measure how many people left a comment. Netflix measures how long they watched it and where did they X out, right? And that's why Netflix comes up with ideas like skip intro. Hey, we're losing people at these long, intros. So add a skip intro. I love the ones now because I watch a lot of like TV dramas, and it's like skip the recap, right? YouTube, you can do the same thing. You can add things in like subscribe to my channel or watch this video next when the analytics show that people are logging off your videos. Okay, so that's the E section, is explain your solution in 3 to 5 bullet points. Now, what if you have 7 to 10 bullet points? You probably have a part 1, part 2 video. Okay, never put anything other than part 1 in a video title though. I find part 2, but I don't see part 1. I'm not watching either. Right? So never use anything other than part 1, and don't even really use that. We use part 1 as a way to show people that there are sequences that they can binge watch, but to start here. Right? It's very sly. It's very shrewd. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, you're brilliant. And you'd be right. You'd be right, but that's just me. That's the 0 calorie energy drink talking to you. So it's a little bit of so that's the E section. A is actual proof, meaning real life stories. It's a good example. That's all you say. So a good example is my client Steve Lewis, or a good example is Sonia Morris. She came on board and she did 10 grand with me, and right? But always have a real story to tell. And it doesn't have to be your story either. right? It could be an industry story. Let's say that you don't have any testimonials. Well, then go to an industry stat. If you can't prove that working with you is the best thing to do, go to a stat that says working with a coach or a consultant is the best thing to do. 97% of business owners, hire marketers and are happy, right? Go to your Yelp reviews. Go to your Google business reviews. Go to any positive email. Did you guys know that any comment that you get belongs to you? No, copyright does not apply in instant messenger, right? Somebody writes you and says, Douglas McCroskey, you did the best job serving me. We just got 15 leads. Douglas, you own that, and you don't need anyone's permission to take that, screenshot it, put it in a video, put it on a web page, put it in an email, and send it out to everybody. There's nothing that says that you can't do that. And it's not even uncouth. It's like expected. Like, why would you not do that? But I find that a lot of business owners, especially that are a little bit older than me, like are concerned about like the copyright laws and all these things. Like, guys, not nonsense. It simply does not apply in so many of your questions that it's not worth. Just do it. Just do it. Get your testimonials out there. Now, here's another thing that I've done. In the very beginning, like, people loved you, but you didn't get a testimonial from them, right? Well, write a summation of their experience, one that they would agree with. Not one they'd be like, Damien, I never said that, But one that they'd be like, yeah, that was exactly my experience. Put that on video. Client A, Sally B, whatever, however you want to do. You guys have got to be showing proof that you work with people and that people are happy. And so you make testimony. You never lie. You never, ever lie. You will never hear me say that. You will never hear me talk about deception, but you will always hear me being an advocate for you to properly promote yourself to the public, right? Because I need organized generals out there. I don't need a bunch of people going nuts, making crummy video, making us look bad, right? So provide actual proof and find ways to do it. Find ways to do it. You don't need to overdo it. You don't need 10 in every video. 1, maybe 2 in every video, but tell the story like, hey, this is Denise Burns. And when Denise came to me, she had this big problem where she wasn't been able to do this, that, or the other thing. And she felt frustrated and she felt alone and she came to me just kind of overwhelmed. And that's when we showed her the video email autoresponder system. And since then she's had a really steady, solid lead flow that just makes her super, super happy. To watch more videos on how the video email autoresponder can help you, watch this video next. I'm going to talk about a strategy you've never heard anywhere else. Thanks for watching. I'm Owen Video. Okay, that brings us to T. Tell them what to do next. Okay, tell them what to do next. It's almost always watch this video next. And the reason I do this, I move to the side, is because YouTube has overlays and you can add a video on top of your video in the last 20 seconds that is clickable. So you could say, watch this video next. And as I was generic, I wasn't specific. I wasn't like, watch this video next about 7 different ways that you could do a thing with the thing in your thing, right? No, it's like, hey, do you want to learn more about how to generate leads? And watch this video next. I'm going to go even deeper on this topic and share with you something you've never heard before. I'll see you there. Right? So you're getting them. It's like a chain link fence. You're getting them to watch video after video after video. Now, every now and then you're going to do videos that are like, download my guide. Every now and then you're going to do videos that are like, give me a call. And we believe in conversion level events. Okay, write that down. Conversion level events. Right? On YouTube, you have an audience, but you also have customers. Okay, your goal is to generate audience, because without audience, you don't have customers. Right? This idea that someone's going to find you, watch a video and call you and drop 10 grand. It's not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? They're going to watch 7 videos. And they're going to call you and they're going to be like, Carl, I feel like I know you. You know, the first time I ever got a phone call, it shocked me. I had to like ask, I was like, who is this? Right? I was in my office in San Diego, and this is like when I thought we needed offices. So I actually rented out 2 offices, one to work in, and then I rented out the office next door. And I put a green curtain on. It's kind of like this studio now. I'm in the basement in my home. It's all finished, but we converted this room into my studio. But I had one wall with a green curtain, one wall with a black curtain, and then one wall with a white curtain. And so anytime someone came into my office, I could do, I could shoot them on any background. And I got a phone call. And the guy goes, "This is Owen?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're a hard guy to find." And I'm like, "It's because I don't like random phone calls, pal. Like, what can I do? What can I do you for?" You know? And he's like, "I just saw your video and I want to get one." And I'm like, but I'm the consummate professional. You guys will meet me someday. You'll see that I'm the consummate professional. It's like, "Oh yeah, that video." Remind me, which video did you see, sir? There's so many of them, right? He goes, "Look, you did this video on how to do a website silo, and I want you to build my website for me." And immediately I knew what he was talking about. I had no idea that he had found my video. Like, that still didn't compute with me. I hadn't figured it out, but I go into sales, but I sold him a $5,000 website right there on the phone. Okay. The hardest part about that was pretending like I knew what the hell he was talking about. So at the end of the phone call, he says, "Hey, look," he says, "your video's blowing up." He says, "I think you should go check it out." I think he kind of sensed that I didn't know what was going on. And sure enough, the video had 6,000 views, had generated 2,000 subscribers. And I had no idea. Right? And it was great. I'm actually glad I didn't know, because how did I find out? I found out because I made a sale. Right? And so YouTube, my very first experience with YouTube. I mean, I was schlepping up video. I'd go to my house. I'd be like, these quick tip videos, but that was more for me to give to my Filipino outsourcers. Like, there was no Dropbox then, And so it never occurred to me that people will find these and call me, until I got called, and it's $5,000 and it was easy peasy. And I'm like, I immediately was like, let's make more videos. Right. And that's sort of the beginning of all that for me. Okay. But that's so why do I share G.R.E.A.T with you? Because here's the thing, well, what do I say on camera? Well, I don't know what to say. Or you're more like me and you're like, I know exactly what I want to say, and I'm going to have to write it out and sketch it out and make sure I get all the words correct, because people will care. People care that I use the right words. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We have a doctor client, okay? We do 3 episodes with him a week. He actually is one of our clients. He logs into us, we cue him, and then the editor puts the video together, But he's doing well. He got 2,300 subscribers this month on his channel, 3rd month of having a channel. But the guy, I love him to death, just is not an eloquent speaker. He's just not an eloquent speaker. He'll say things like, he's a doctor, but he'll say things like, what's the word? These words that people sort of mess up all the time. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but it's just silly. You think a doctor just said that? His channel's absolutely blowing up. You know why? Because he's real. Right? Because the days of polished TV are over. I know, guys, I'm a product of that. I came from TV. I came from radio. I was the first generation to have YouTube. Right? So I had to unlearn a lot, and I'm still unlearning it. Believe me, I was originally a big scripter. I would do a teleprompter. And some of those videos did really well, but by and large, no, they didn't. It was the videos that just shared content in an exciting and passionate way. Okay. And so, what I want to share with you guys in our remaining time is sort of what I want you guys to do. We've talked about some broad level, some top level stuff. And I hope that you found this valuable. Like if we got disconnected right now, I hope that you feel like that you got some value here today. But let's talk about now, okay, you're in this place where you're like, all right, I feel like I can do this. I have a webcam. You're sold on the idea that it doesn't have to be highly professional or produced. You know the great video formula. So any topic, how about this, guys? Let's do this. Write down the title of a video that you could make and you feel like you could give the camera 5 good minutes on any given day. No prep, right? Spielberg knocks on your door and says, Gary Gill, give me 5 minutes on any topic you want. What's that topic? Tell me in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. Cynthia says she's creating marketing videos for her clients. Good. YouTube has a chance to be a social platform. No, they have no chance in hell, Andrew. That YouTube has tried a billion times. They had Google Plus. They failed. They had a direct messenger. They failed. Google sucks at social. They are really great at content delivery. Okay, so YouTube's not going to get any more social. It's going to get less social. David Huff is saying, what kind of video did you do for $20? It was, I did 10 shots. This is, you know, part of the Owen video brilliance. So I did 10 shots. Shot from the outside. Okay, shot number 1. And then once I'm inside, left to right pan, right to left pan, right? That's 3 shots now. Then I would do their main product and I would do top down and then down up. That's 2 more shots. I would interview. So I had a whole series of shots like that. And then I interviewed the business owner. Tell me the name of your company. Tell me what you do. Tell me why people should visit you. And then I would say, now invite them to come and say, so if you're in the downtown area, you know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, that's it. And then, you know, at the time I was 24. Nah, I was probably 29. 29, a baby at home. I just sat up at night and I just put them together. You know, they took me, I could do maybe 5 of those in an hour. And then eventually I started hiring Filipinos to do that for me. And that was, you know, that was like game changer right then. So that's the kind of videos that I did back then. Okay. All right, let's go to some of your things now. Any faith-based message. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Sonia, my sister from another mister. I'm good at knowing how many new clients a chiropractor can handle. I love chiropractors. The very first videos I ever did were for a chiropractor. Crazy story, guys. Like the day I delivered his videos to him, we did 8. They're still on the web. They're really good. The day I delivered the videos to him, he's like, hey, I'm going to look at these tomorrow. We're going mountain biking. Do you want to go? I said, no, it just rained. It's muddy. I don't want to go when it's muddy. He goes, all right, well, let's talk on Monday. He broke his neck that weekend. Paralyzed from the chest down that day, the day after I gave him those videos. Crazy, right? It was the last videos he ever did standing up. Gnarly, right? He became my mentor after that. It's gnarly the way life works out. He started his own chiropractic marketing company, and we've helped him grow. And I love chiropractors. I see a chiropractor to this day. I just spent 10 days at a fasting clinic that's overseen by a chiropractor. You're good at knowing how many clients a chiropractor can handle. You need to be that guy. You need to be like the chiropractic clients man and make videos that are like how to get more clients to your chiropractic office, how to get better clients to your chiropractic office, how to get higher paying clients to your how to get online clients to your chiropractic office. Wonderful. Check out Dr. Sten Ekberg on YouTube. He's one of my clients. Good friend. 500,000 subscribers. Preparing for a press conference. Wow, great topic. How to prepare for a press conference, right? But it's never one video. It's 3 videos. How to prepare for a press conference, what to say at a press conference, biggest press conference mistakes that entrepreneurs make, right? Like tons of these. In fact, guys, write biggest mistakes down and see how many video titles you can come up with under biggest mistakes. Paul Bonk writes SEO, right? Like biggest SEO mistakes local businesses make, biggest Yoast mistakes that WordPress owners make, biggest off-page SEO mistakes that business owners make. You see how you could take like this concept of biggest mistakes, you know, and then turn it into 100 different ideas that you'd agree those are all binge watchable. If I watch one, I'm likely to watch another one of those videos, right? Right. That's where you guys want to be, is like, it's never one. It's always three. So AK is saying, or Ake is saying, how to promote yourself video. Yeah, like how to promote yourself online. Let's even go with like, you got promote, you got present, right? So you got two different, how to promote yourself online, how to present yourself online, how to promote yourself on video, how to present yourself on video. It's four videos, right? Because anytime you use the word promote, you use the word present. You know why? Because some people out there will like one word over the other. You know, some of us even make videos with misspellings in the title. Some of us, not all of us. Some of us do that because some people misspell common words. So all 5 things you need to know to get to your website to rank on page 1 of Google. You're like Dave, right on, rock on. It's going to be competitive because you're going to compete against Brian Dean. You're competing against Neil Patel, and all they have to do is email their list, and that video is going to get 1 million views, right? Nobody gets 1 million views on how to get to the first page of Google. The amount of people searching for that one is so small relative to how many people are searching for slime videos. You know what I mean? It's not pop culture direct. But how about this? So how about the workaround? Now, I'm not saying, Dave, don't do this video. I'm just letting you know that's going to be an uphill battle to be found for that. But what if you did like 5 shocking things that will get your website on Google, or 5 websites that rank number 1 and how to copy them? And then you find 5 top ranking websites. You do a view page source on them and you show the SEO, you show what they did. And you say, hey, if you need someone to do your SEO for you,
this guy,
we could do that for you. You like that? Is that good?
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and think about what you guys could be doing in terms of reviewing. How about like, if there's a big chiropractor you want to attract, why not like do a video on like how to build a chiropractic website? Like, hey, today's video, I'm going to show you, Bob Jones's chiropractic website. It's really one of the best in the business. And this guy's doing chiropractic right now. His SEO is a little off, but we're not going to talk about that today. We're just going to kind of talk about, the website itself. And then what you do is you make this video, you dropped a line that he needs SEO help, and then you send it to Dr. Bob's chiropractic office. Right? I guarantee you he hires you. I guarantee you. As long as you don't knock him in the video. Right? I did the same thing with Agorapulse. I had Agorapulse is a social media software. We wanted to manage their YouTube channel. And so I had the owner, I interviewed him on a live stream. And on that live stream, I was like, the only thing missing is a solid YouTube channel. And I said, if you guys ever wanted to do that, I'd be happy to just show you a couple things. But anyway, thanks for coming on the show. We really enjoyed having you on. I had a great interview with them. And as soon as that show was over, $36,000 deal. He says at the end of the deal, he says, hey, you're hired. And I said, for what? He goes, you're going to do YouTube for us. And I was like, great. Like you want, he said, just send me your invoices. So whatever you want to do, just send it, And so me being like Captain Honest, I just, I only gave him 36 grand, but you see the trust, right? So like, you don't have to be teaching all the time. You could be reviewing things, analyzing things. I'm working with a doctor right now who does body sculpting. We're going to review celebrity butts. For real. We're going to say like, hey, he's a body sculptor. This is what I would do, with this butt, with these thighs. You know what I mean? So, I want you guys to be thinking about, all of these topics are great. Okay. All of these topics are really good. And you've all kind of hit, this big thing, which is, let me actually share my screen with you.
Go ahead, Derek, give him the controls on that.
I want to share with you some of our slides from how to how to make $90,000 in 90 days with YouTube. We do have a free gift for everybody. If this is okay that I offer this, go to Instagram, okay, and comment, follow me, and then comment on my most recent post. Just say video, or hey Owen, I'm watching you right now, or I'm on Zoom, whatever it is. Just let me know you came from here, and then I'll send this to you. These are overlays that turn your regular widescreen Zoom recording videos into viral style videos, and you can use Canva to add a headline to them. You can do all sorts of great stuff with that. So if you guys want to get that, I want to just say thank you for being a part and listening to what I have here. Go to my Instagram to get that. My username is @OwenVideo, and you can find me. There. Let's take a look at some of the. This is me in the early days. Had some of our clients come into the office. These are some of the early videos that I did for those clients. Really simple, just kind of in your face. This is a look at Brian. Okay, so Brian is a real estate agent, and he did a video on the real estate market crash, and that's the video that we're looking at right now. That video has 958 views, so not at all what we would call a viral video. However, this video with another one that he did, live streams, have generated $90,000 in commission in the first quarter of this year. Didn't go viral, right? 958, not even 1,000 views. But this and one other video, 3.4 million in home sales, $90,000 in commission. Karen Carr. Karen Carr is a business coach for real estate agents. Now I know, Owen's a real estate agent guy. We have a lot of real estate agent clients, but we also have a lot of financial services too, a lot of crypto clients as well. We kind of, like I said, my clients are multimillionaires already. Like they're already kind of well-known in their space. And so that I think naturally lends itself. But I want to just clarify that because we go far beyond just real estate. Now, she's got sort of a different approach, right? Karen Carr uses YouTube to build a list, and then she hosts conversion level events, webinars, live streams, okay, to convert that audience. So for her, we want videos to get lots of views, like this one that got 6.4 thousand views, which is very healthy for a business creator, right? Like we're business creators, guys. Like we're not going to you get 300 views on a video, you're doing great. You're doing great. I'm putting that in relative terms because like in this day of 1 million views and 10 million subscribers, like our efforts can seem pretty measly. But in perspective, 300 people, that's a full auditorium. If you can get a video to 10,000 views, you've just like filled up a stadium, right? And so I want you to like really look at your success on a ground level, and that 300 views is actually really good, In fact, many of you won't get there for a while. Like it's going to be 20, it's going to be like 17 views, 25 views. It's a slow crawl because on YouTube, it's not like Facebook, right? It's like Netflix. You have to build watch time. Write that down. You have to build watch time. Watch time is the amount of time people have been watching you, right? So 10 people watch you for 7 minutes. That's 70 minutes. That's an hour of watch time. You got an hour of watch time in literally just 10 minutes, right? It's exponential growth. And so you want to be creating these videos that people actually watch. And you do that by focusing on topics that are not about you. Okay? That's the biggest mistake that I see you guys making is you're making products about your products and services for the intentions of generating sales. I want to remind you that very first video that I made and that video that Brian made, at no point were we actively selling our service. Did we let them know how to contact us? Yes. But were we selling? So if you want to buy the XYZ, nope. We just showed them how to do it. And by the way, if you need someone to do this for you, that's what we do. There's a link in the description box below. You know, now when I started, guys, we didn't have that. When I started, we had to like put phone numbers. We had like 800 redirects, you know, that would like, so it would redirect on your, it's like a Google number almost, like, you know, all these, and it's tracker and phone trackers. And we would actually set clients up on, I had one client who was a appliance repairman. And so we got him set up on like an 800 number that would rotate between him and his partner. So whenever somebody would call from YouTube, they would rotate, you know, go back him and his lead gen. It was lead gen with YouTube. It was brilliant. You know, so the big mistake is you don't want to be making videos about your products and your services. What you want to do is you want to make videos that are based on high traffic, high percentage search terms. And we do that using a tool called TubeBuddy. And you can go to owenvideo.com/TubeBuddy to get this tool. It's free. There's a $20 version. I would get the $20 version if you're serious. And you put keywords in, you put sentences in, like how SEO works for YouTube videos. And then if you get an excellent keyword, well, you just kind of make that the title of your next video, right? How SEO works for YouTube videos - easy version, right? Would be maybe the title of the video. Or 2021 - how SEO works for YouTube videos, to kind of show that it's a new video. My point is you're not changing the title too much, right? Take a look at my client, Scott, right? He made videos like a machine to the point where he actually $60,000 in 6 weeks in new business. He had to turn off the machine. It's like, I think we're getting bigger than I want to be here. Scott was with me for 2 years. That's how successful this campaign was. And they were all like real estate planning, how to save for retirement, real estate planning, how to do da-da-da-da-da. We're not planning virality. We want slow, steady growth on topics that people are going to be searching for. You know, another big mistake is confusing your audience with your customers. This is a big one. We're going to change this, though. We're going to change this to audience versus avatar. But it's the same thing, audience versus your customer. Look, your audience is where you're going to find your customers. So you need to make videos for your bigger audience and not just customers. Because let's face it, if you got a video that gets 300 views, 99% of those people will never buy from you. 297 of them will never buy from you. They probably can't. It's only that 3%, that remaining left over, that actually qualify to do business with you. And that's why you want to be list building and hosting conversion level events to convert that 3%. Now here's the thing. The 3% that will do business with you, they're going to call you without being asked. So you don't need to overwhelm them. Make videos for a wider audience. This is why like butt review videos will do so well. Now, I'm not telling you to do that, but it's a funny example. Review other people's websites, guys. Review other people's Facebook pages. Review other people's Facebook ads. Do you guys know that you can go look at Facebook ads, and you can Google any industry and see who's running ads and what those ads are. Do a video a week reviewing Facebook ads. Say, hey, it's a really good Facebook ad. If you want someone to make your Facebook ads for you, give me a call. Right? Review websites. Review brochures. Right? That's attractive because here's the thing. If you're reviewing a website, it's interesting now to me as the business owner, but it's also interesting to graphic designers. It's also interesting to web designers. It's interesting to marketers. It's interesting to advertisers, and you're reaching that wider audience. And so I really want you to be thinking about audience like my friend Christina, because in the beginning, Christina was only making videos to attract home sellers. She only wanted to get real estate clients. But then she learned how the algorithm works. And this is exactly what we teach. You want your video to be found up here and to be found down here. And you do that by appealing to a broader audience. Look at how she does. Real estate agent reacts to a TV show. Right? So you need to make videos that are interesting, that are fun. And when combined with that very first strategy of SEO. So you've got a batch of videos that are SEO videos. How to do X, how to do Y, how to do A, B, and C. But you've got this second batch of videos that are like website review, you know, Facebook ad review, t-shirt review, bumper sticker review. Now this is interesting. This is entertainment. This is more like, oh, I want to check that out. And now you've got this mix where people are finding you when they're searching for you. But then you've got this on the other side where YouTube is sending your videos out into whole new audiences. And that's where virality happens. That's where massive lead generation happens. And it only happens when you have both of those strategies, you know, running at the same time. So that's what I came here to share with you guys today. And I hope that you found it valuable. And I'd love to spend a few more minutes answering questions, singing. I'm happy to sing. I could do some freestyle rap. I've got some fat beats. We could take it to the streets, but I won't bore you with all that. So Damien, thanks for having me. I hope you guys will go to my Instagram and follow me there. Of course, follow me on YouTube as well. You'll get my YouTube links by going to my Instagram. It's the best place to engage. And remember, comment on my Instagram video if you want me to send you that those video overlays. You can also go to thevideomarketingschool.com, thevideomarketingschool.com, and you can learn about our programs and how we have a group coaching program called the Video Marketing School, 106 hours of pre-recorded educational content, how to grow a YouTube channel, how to start a YouTube show, how to do video ads. It's really, really great if you're trying to build a channel. It's even better if you want to help build other people's channels because you'll learn that side of it as well. And, you know, if I could be so bold, we charge $500 for life, you know, one payment of $500 and you get it forever. That includes monthly calls with me. We also have a payment plan if you want to do like monthly payments and just kind of like chip away at it. But it's very, very affordable. And we hope that you guys would follow us somewhere on the web. So.
Hey, man, you lit it up today. I've got to take you through the lightning round. So my first question to you is the best advice you've ever received.
Oh, man, the best advice I would ever receive is trust God. And I know that we're not all like, you know, spiritual religious people, but God made me to be a certain type of person. And I have found that whenever I silence that person, I'm acting against my own best interest. And so I remember learning that that Owen Hemsath succeeds when Owen Hemsath leads. And that's our family motto now is I got 4 kids now, is Hemsaths succeed when Hemsaths lead. And so, you know, if believing in yourself or going with your gut is better advice for you, then go with that. But the moment that I really was like, be the person you were made to be, my life came into play and I began to cure my cancer. You know, and I know we didn't get into the cancer story, but I want you guys to know I'm actively beating cancer right now. And I beat it once, it kind of came back, and I'm beating it again. But this time I'm beating it like holistically, all naturally. And again, that's part of like just be who I was meant to be, you know?
That's awesome, man. Well, God bless you on this journey that you're on. You're a fighter, man. So I have no doubt.
Yeah, I'm crushing it right now. Like my doctors are shocked. It's awesome.
Yeah, you know, 10-day fast. I mean, I know the power of fasting. So when I heard from Sebastian, our mutual friend, that you went the 10-day stretch, I'm like, damn. I mean, I get a 5-day fast, but 10 days, I think I'd want to eat a baby's face off. Like at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I went through. You know?
Awesome, man. All right, next question on the lightning round. What would be a book you would recommend to this audience?
Yeah.
And why?
Traction, 100%. Traction by Gino Wakeham, I think his name is, or maybe it's Wakefield. And really everything that comes after that series. So he's got another one called Rocket Fuel. And it's all about your business model and following, like, he basically says, do this model. And for anyone who went through the E-Myth or the Michael Gerber program, like, it's similar to that, but it's its own thing. I've found that the most successful people that I know have read Traction, and there's a cult following. Like when I mentioned, well, I read this book Traction, the wealthiest people I know, they peek up and they go, I read that book. I like that book. So
have the whole management team read that book.
Yeah, man. I've read it twice, 3 times, maybe. I have it on Audible and I have it the physical. It's like right next to my Bible. So like it's a book that you don't just read, like you keep it out.
Excellent. Excellent. So the next one would be a tool other than one of your own that you would recommend to this group.
Yeah.
A tool, resource, app, hack.
Yeah, owenvideo.com/TubeBuddy. There's not many tools that I could say, like, I use it every day, right? It's like a monkey wrench. You use it in very specific scenarios. Like it's only when I need needle nose pliers that I'm like, where are my needle nose pliers? You know what I mean? Like most tools I feel are like that. And I could give you a great editing tool that you'll use in very specific scenarios. But TubeBuddy, I use it on mobile. I use it on desktop. I use it for keywords. I use it for thumbnails. We use it for automations. We use it for alerts. We use it on a daily basis, and it's just an essential part of the team here.
Hey, I wanted to just hit John White's question, and to be respectful for your time, Owen, I want to let you back to your family. But John mentioned you had mentioned review videos. Any thumbnail or style recommendations? I know that's a big one for me too.
Yeah, here's what I do, guys. Go to Fiverr, okay, and Google thumbnail designer and hire someone to make your thumbnails for you. And I recommend buying in bulk. Like, buy 20 from a guy and then just like use them as you need them, right? I do not recommend making your own thumbnails, right? So it's like I could go through the 5 points of a thumbnail, right? Background image, engaging text, hero image, clickability icon. Like we could go through those things, but unless you're a master with Photoshop or Canva, like have someone else make them. And what you want to do is find someone who's making thumbnails that you like and say, hey, I want you to make thumbnails that look kind of like this guy's. And your Fiverr guy will walk you through it. He'll be like, send me an image of yourself. And what do you want the text to say? And it's like, it's just wonderful, Socratic, like back and forth process. But, the thing is that any thumbnail design will work for anybody. The reason why thumbnails don't work is because we do them ourselves and they just don't stand out. They don't look professional. Like my team was kind of making me thumbnails we have multiple channels. And they were making me thumbnails, and I put a kibosh on it. I was like, no one at this company is allowed to do any graphic design. We have graphic designers. And I get it, like you're, like, oh, I'm going to tweedle away at something. Stop. It's not what I pay you to do. You know what I mean? So get graphic designers to make thumbnails for you. And they should cost you $5. It's not $20 a thumbnail. You're paying a lot for a thumbnail. Maybe for a client you could do that. You got some budget there, but that's why I say buy in bulk. Like buy 20 thumbnails off a guy, and then you just, as you need them, order them.
All right, man. Well, thank you, Owen. Listen, I got notes that I'm going to be giving my team because I want to take advantage of some of the strategies for YouTube as well. And I love the fact that you inspired everybody about YouTube today for a number of reasons, okay, and some things that we hadn't covered. Number one, like I said in the beginning, I watch YouTube for my source of entertainment. How do I find my entertainment? I search for it.
Yeah.
I'm typing in specific things, and then YouTube is recommending other things that are similar, and that is the rabbit hole that I live in when I'm not working or spending time with family. So I really understand this is where attention is at, and giving our folks the understanding that it doesn't have to be that complicated. I personally have always looked at it as a big mountain to climb. And you made it really simple today. Grab your damn phone. No one's going to sit there and say, I absolutely hate this guy because he used his iPhone, you know, and I think that you really brought it down to a simplistic understanding. It's easy to do. 5-minute, 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute videos with 2 to 3 bullet points, you know, do 3 at a time. Like you really, the G.R.E.A.T system, you nailed that. And I think the other thing that everyone here should take away, if you didn't, this is your clue. You can be teaching all of your clients this stuff. Yeah. They need to command attention as well. They need to use the G.R.E.A.T system. They need to get exposure. You can help them with what you've learned tonight. So put it in your business and then also go out there and charge good money for teaching people how to do what you've been taught today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Owen, video, my man, thank you, dude. Listen, you kicked that cancer right in the ass.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You and I are kindred spirits on that front, which I'll talk to you about a little bit later. But I really appreciate that you were willing to come and spend your Friday night with the Go Mobile community, man. So if you want to say any last parting words, let's do that. And then I'm going to have
go ahead. You guys are my people. You know, like this is where I came from. I was a local SEO guy. You know, I did all of it, you know. I even had apps that we could sell. And that was like right as I was transitioning out. I sold the websites. I sold SEO. I transitioned into video, and I crushed it at it. And I know that so many of you guys are crushing it. It's like, how many people, it's only this crowd that's going to show up on Friday night for a Zoom call. You know what I mean? And so like, mad respect for you, and I'd love to work with you. Go to thevideomarketingschool.com, see if we're a fit. Like, I'd love to hear more from you guys, and just have a kick-ass, you know, weekend, and let me know how else I can help.
All right, so what I want all of you to do now is unmute, hit that button wherever that button's at on your screen, unmute, wish this man the best in his journey, wish this man, and say thank you for what he delivered today. Give it up, let's go.
Hey, thank you so much for your time that you gave me, man. Really appreciate it.
Great job.
So much,
Thank
Owen.
you.
We appreciate you being here tonight and for sharing so much valuable content.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good one. See, Owen, I rate my guests based on their response at the end. So
I love it.
You nailed it, sir. Thank you so
it.
much. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. You know, we got a lot of good stuff going on in the Go Mobile community. So make sure that you stay tuned. We have, believe it or not, we are going to do a happy hour the day after Thanksgiving. Who's in? Who's in? We are going to do a happy hour on Black Friday. You need to get the hell out of those store lines anyway and get home to the computer to watch our happy hour next Friday. I'm going to be joined by my business partner and mentor and great friend, Yannick Silver. And many of you know Yannick Silver, and you might, you're going to really love what we're going to be talking about next week. So that's next week. Make sure to watch your inbox. There's a replay floating around over the weekend, and it's going to be done. We're just doing this through Monday. So if go look in your inbox and catch up on what we've been doing this week. And yep, I'm back from Mexico City. So all safe, all well. Go mobile or go home. Take care, everybody. Enjoy YouTube.
Thank you, Damien.